Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. Let's take a look at the charts. Actually, before I jump into all these, you know that I want you to click like if you haven't already. It helps us out a great deal in being found on YouTube when others search for Apple analysis. Also, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. You'll be provided notification each and every time new content has been uploaded, like the Apple and Tesla report and other occasional stock pick videos, so forth and so on. And check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full assortment of analytical videos, daily analysis in the triple Q, that is the NASDAQ 100 ETF, the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF, 2 individual stock picks a week, 5 to 10 minute video format that you never see on YouTube, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the long bond TLT ETF. So, that's what I got to say. I'm going to mention now. Let's jump into the analysis. Big picture, work our way into the day. We came off of long-term support in the low 120s back in early January. That was targeted. At the time of testing that, we had mentioned how that low 170s channel top should be considered in reach by some point in 23. That became a 3 to 5 month target when we gapped and closed in early February above this descending channel top, presently at 135.99, well below the market. And over the last couple of weeks, we have clearly settled above the next midterm resistance in the upper 150s, low 160s. Speed line, Fibonacci combination. We are above this area now over the next 2 to 3 weeks or sooner, expecting the 170-149 long-term resistance area. So let's take a look at the day itself. Where to begin? Yes, 165.49, able to contain session strength. And if we push or open today above 165.49, we should at least reach 166.84, which is the high from about 2 weeks ago, and quite possibly onto 168.92 intraday, where a daily high can also be made. So 165.49 is a decent day trade level, below which we can fall off. I'll get to that in a moment. And yet above which, pushing, especially opening today above 165.49, should present buy opportunity right out of the gates, expecting at least 166.84, and you could hold out for 168.92 by the end of the day, where we could place a daily high. And no brainer here that if we close above 168.92, we should tomorrow reach our overall objective of 171.49. That's 171.69 on the weekly chart, where we can actually top out through the third quarter, even into later year. Once we reach into the zone, as I've been saying, if you bought those 170, 172 out of the money calls, that would be an opportunity to take profits, and you could then play the short side. How does that work? Well, you could play the short side a couple of different ways, in options primarily. You could also short sell the stock itself. But if you own the stock, let's say you own the stock long term, and you think that there's a decent chance we will actually push through 171.49 in the months ahead. But when we test the low 170s, you could do the buy right, sell an at the money call. The expiration of that could be a month or two out, and then over that time frame, we fall back into the upper 150s. That call deteriorates in value to basically nothing over the next month or two, and then you cover for a decent profit. You're still long the stock as it turns back up, and then perhaps closes above 171.49 as we move into the third quarter. That is one idea. You could also liquidate that 172 call and reach for, 158 out of the money puts or lower. I don't have a target prepared yet. I really need to see what the chart looks like if we push into the low 170s. But once again, as I say, closing today above 165.49, we could by Friday's close reach 171.69. So just that is also kind of a 3 to 5 day buy signal. We're bullish anyway. The closing above 165.49 is your next sort of clear-cut buy signal, secondary buy signal, whereby 171.69 may actually then be in reach by Friday's close, where we once again can top out through May, maybe even into the third quarter. Hi, if you enjoy watching our daily Apple report, you'll love our daily Triple Q and SPY reports. They're presented in the same 5 to 10 minute video format. Our daily SPY and Triple Q analysis provides directional market signals that are correlated with highly specific price support and resistance levels. Whether your trading time horizon is short or longer term, we promise you a distinctive edge in your trading of the SPY and Triple Q. We offer a 5-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. So go to wickedstocks.com right now and start receiving your daily SPY and daily Triple Q reports today. Downside today, I do have also, once again, 161.61. So are we going to test 161.61? Holding below 165.49, we'll keep 161.61 in reach, possibly intraday. Downside, I still have an intraday pivot point at 163.82. That is a downside 3/8 over the last 4 days. It is also in line with Friday's low, which is the low of the high. So it does have pivot point qualities for a number of reasons. If we break 163.82, 161.61, I think is likely within the day where we can place a daily low, possibly bottom out here into mid to later week. 163.82 holding above it, we'll keep 165.49 in reach. So there's another day trade holding below 165.49, 163.82 in reach. You could sell 65.49 perhaps, buy back at 163.82. You could buy 163.82, sell at 165.49. Breaking 163.82, you're playing the short side down to 161.61, where we can place a daily low. And finally, closing below 161.61 today would then indicate a test, probably tomorrow at that kind of volatility, of trend defining longer term support between 156.70 and 157.66. That's probably best illustrated here. This former long-term speed line in combination with the more recent rising 1/3 speed line. This zone is trend defining support that, if tested over the next 3 to 5 days, can absorb selling through May, and once tested back into the low 170s within 2 to 3 to 5 weeks of doing so. I think that pretty much covers it for the day. I mean, I could mention that we'd have a sell signal, kind of a significant one through May if we close below 156.70, but there's no reason in underscoring all that, given the fact that we're such a distance away from it, and I'm not anticipating it. So I'm going to leave you with this chart here. This says it all for the day. Below 165.49, there is a lid on buying pressures, and we can slip back. If we push or open above 165.49, expect at least 166.84. We could actually reach 168.92 intraday. That's all I've got for Tuesday's Apple. You have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow to Wednesdays.